What happens if someone has an H1B extension pending, the I-94 has expired, and now, he still use the 60-day grace period? He's working for an employer based on AC-21
Right.
under
Yeah.
portability regulations, an H1B extension, assuming it's filed in a regular processing. Now, at that point, they get laid off while this extension is pending. Now, what are the consequences or how this can be handled?
So the H1B grace period applies only if you are presently in status and you have an I-94. If you are not in status, as you will not be if you file a H1B, but if you are filing an H1B extension and your I-94 is already expired, but you have filed the extension before the expiry of the I-94, you are in a pending status, but you don't have an actual I-94. Therefore, in that situation, the 60 days grace period will not apply to you because you have to be in status. You have to be presently on a H1 for it to apply to you.
Okay. Someone just sent out a message on WhatsApp. I think they're expecting more layoffs in multiple companies. So, there's a group
Yeah.
which they've been only talking about the layoffs and where
Right.
people are getting laid
So
off. So this is
I
very,
guess, yeah, I'm just hoping next year will be better. If things go down, they have to come back up at some point. And I'm hoping this is a temporary phenomenon, and all those people who have been laid off will be able to find some reprieve. And that's why we're having this discussion as to what to do in the interim period when there are no jobs, when there's, things seem to be difficult. So, I guess, Dan, if that the situation is so bad that so many people are being laid off, and obviously then there are no jobs available, because if there are layoffs, then the chances of more people being in the market, then so there's less opportunity for new positions because they're already being filled up. In that situation, I would suggest not to lose heart. If nothing else works, then you just leave the country, leave, and then come back on a fresh H1, go on a vacation, and then when the situation becomes better, come back on a fresh H1. So I don't think just because you've lost your job and you have to leave, that's the end of it. Just think of it as a stopgap whereby you are working from India, or you're honing your skills, and then you can always come back.
yeah,
Um, yeah,
So, when you said working from India, as a point of this discussion as an employer, while dealing with our clients, the many jobs that are now being shipped to India. So we have requests where they want to hire. I don't want to name the employers, the clients, but then we have multiple requests that they are planning to. It's not the same pay rate, if they're paying you $70 an hour, it could be 20, 25, but you still have a job that you can continue to work from India. But if you are in a layoff situation and you need a company to market your resume, we can certainly help. We have direct clients. We'll do our best. It's a holiday season. Until December, I think this is going to be pretty slow. But then you can email your resume. If you look at the top header, I have my email list at dan@hireitpeople.com. Send me your resume, and I will connect you with one of our senior recruiters to and a specialist to see how we can help you quickly find a job and then file your H1B transfer or an extension.